Hello everyone, this is QuantumSink here, trying not to wake up a roommate, and today we're going to talk about query monitoring in WordPress. So your query monitor is essentially keeping track of all the things that you've done within the editor, but also translating that back into your SQL commands, because again, WordPress is a front end, and ultimately your back end is your database coming through here. These are all your data, consolidating your the posts that you've created. And right now we have 29 tuples here representing the pages that we have inside the database. A simple CRUD operation is just going through the motions here, starting with create. You create a new page, simple as that, and here we are. It's a blank page, it's a blank slate, but that's what we have. And that's essentially going to be your insert. Whenever you create, it's inserting all that into the table because it's brand new. It's a new thing, and it's a new page. So that's what you have. It gives you everything here, and simple enough. So next we have our read, and that's just that's going to be our update. And it's telling you where you're supposed to update. In this case, if we go back to here and we just refresh, we can see in a bit that we created our 30th ID, which is referring again back here, and essentially the read operation is where ID is equal to 30, which is here, and that's essentially what we're reading right now. Okay, so how about an update function? Simple enough as well. I can go back in here and take my current pages menu and say, actually, let's just get anarchaic and call it. I called something yeah last time, right? Let's call this no. But it works, doesn't it? It does. We've done it. But that is your new update. And again, you know where to read, but then we also know where to update. And it translates back in, going into term taxonomy here in our backend. We can see that we have that menu, and just as sadistically, I could easily say, I could delete it. Yeah, I could. And I could click this button, and it deletes this entire menu permanently. Isn't that screwed up? And yet, it is gone. But that's just something as simple to demonstrate. A front end has its operations just as much as a back end, and anything can translate to something else. Just like I showed last time with PHPMyAdmin in general, you can take a look into the structure and click these certain things and say, okay, then I can translate that back into how it'll look when you're trying to type SQL. And again, operations can be kind of translated in any way, and there's a lot that you can look at and say, wow, I sure made that happen. Which you did. I did that, actually. My bad. Shouldn't give you credit. But that's how you're looking at queries. That's what you're looking for in general when you're using a query monitor is, what am I doing on my front end that is essentially, how does that look when I put it in SQL to kind of basically function on it toward the back end. I've taken some data science as someone who's going into the major. The basic way to put it is that all databases, most databases will basically be rooted in a DDL and DML, your data definition and your data modification. And what you're doing here is essentially just modifying what's in your data and that translating back into a backend. This has been a much shorter topic, and it's honestly kind of refreshing. Next time, we'll probably be looking into something that isn't WordPress. And as my teacher would say, thank God. I'll see you next time.